Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video update today about NBA YoungBoy as well as his godmother Kyrie, and also today we have in attendance NBA YoungBoy's biological mom Sherhonda Gaulden, and last but not least we have NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama Hailey. And before we get into this video today, you guys go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it, that's a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulders. I done been down.
I know y'all been trying to figure out where to get y'all YBT from because I haven't even been uploading. And for that, I'm so sorry, y'all. Life got the best of me. But here we are back today. And this is another update concerning NBA YoungBoy, you guys, because he had recently gotten sentenced as of 2 days ago, you guys. And over on Twitter, some of NBA YoungBoy's fan pages had posted things like sentencing for NBA YoungBoy has been rescheduled for December 10th, which is today at 11 a.m., you guys. And also on that day, there was a news article released that was speaking about NBA YoungBoy's godmother and the things that she had to say about NBA YoungBoy being a rapper and his Utah family. It goes on to read, Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden, also known as rapper NBA YoungBoy, is heading to prison after a protracted house arrest and months of detention in Cache and Weber County jails. Judge Howard Nielsen, who presided over the sentencing in two separate cases, called the situation unusual for a whole host of reasons and considerations. Kentrell Gaulden, who is 25, pleaded guilty in September to unlawful transport of firearms in a case transferred to Utah from Louisiana, in which he was arrested during a music video shoot in 2020. The man pleaded guilty to a similar charge in a Utah case after weapons registered to his wife were found in his Huntsville home related to a prescription fraud case out of Logan earlier this year. In that case, Kentrell Gaulden pleaded no contest to 2 counts of identity fraud, 2 counts of forgery, and 6 counts of unlawful pharmacy conduct, all Class A misdemeanors, and was ordered to pay a $25,000 fine in November. The article goes on to say that Kentrell sat slightly hunched behind a desk shared with the defense lawyer Drew Feinling. He was shackled wearing a Weber County blue jumpsuit and flanked by 2 U.S. Marshals. A small cohort of family and friends sat behind him. The rapper's Utah family, who have been in his life since he was 11, had an important impact in his life, according to Nielsen, which was a beautiful thing to see. Kyrie Garcia was 24 when she went to Baton Rouge's Capital Middle School as a part of an AmeriCorps program. We would get placed with kids that had early warning indicators that wouldn't graduate from high school. Gaulden was in 6th grade and wasn't even on anyone's list because he was kind of past all the targets, said Garcia. Gaulden comes from incredible poverty. According to Feinling, he was raised by his grandmother until she passed away when he was 10 years old, and his father was incarcerated, and he has been living independently since he was 16. Garcia connected with him because she knew he needed a little extra love. He's a jokester, he's funny, he's pranky. He would go prank my roommate and he'd go pour water on him like he's just a funny kid, she said. As the months went by, I got to know his mom really well and his family, and then he asked me to be his godmom, she said. Her family from Utah united with Kentrell Gaulden's family in a southern church to make it all official. It was kind of a cool little moment, Garcia said, and when the program was over, Kentrell Gaulden came home with her to see Utah. That was the first time he'd ever been on a plane or out of the South, she said, and his mother saw it as a good opportunity for him to see my different state and see a different way of life. Kentrell Gaulden tagged along with Garcia at the Boys and Girls Club where she worked in Ogden. He would just kind of help wrangle the children with me, she said, or go to work with her brother. We went camping, played in the water. He would go snowboarding over by the park near my mom's house. His first drive-in movie was at the Motor Voo. They went to Weber State basketball camp during the summer, and he'd have the opportunity to meet some of the other kids his age, and he was always like a leader. All the kids always wanted to be around him and see what he was doing. We just did normal family stuff, she said, and then he would come back out for Christmas and Thanksgiving, and as often as I could get him out here. NBA YoungBoy was planning on living with Garcia while he went to Weber High School when his music career blew up, she said. She went on to say, to me, he's still just Kentrell. In October of 2020, she testified in the Baton Rouge trial to advocate for home confinement. No one put the pressure on me, but I felt the pressure of the world on me. If I didn't do a good job and didn't get him out on house arrest, I kind of felt like it was my fault. When the judge ruled in favor of house arrest, Kentrell Gaulden immediately flew to Utah, where he stayed confined for the next 2 years. It was an interesting time. The well-known Atlanta lawyer who represented U.S. President-elect Donald Trump in a 2022 election interface investigation in Georgia and numerous rappers said that Gaulden's case. When the judge ruled in favor of house arrest, Kentrell Gaulden immediately flew to Utah, where he stayed confined for the next 2 years. It was an interesting time. The well-known Atlanta lawyer who represented U.S. President-elect Donald Trump in a 2022 election interface investigation in Georgia and numerous rappers said that Gaulden's case kind of froze, protracting the musician's time in confinement, and that was when Gaulden succumbed to the pressure, he said. He told his probation officer his mental health wasn't well, said his godmother. He was asking for help, but our system just isn't set up that way to do it at all, really, or do it efficiently. Garcia's hope, I just want to see that Kentrell as a human. And there's a whole other side to these things. He's a human and he has a good heart, she said. NBA YoungBoy's godmother also went on to say that last Thanksgiving that NBA YoungBoy gave all the kids' families at the Oxygen Boys and Girls Club Thanksgiving meals, she said. They got this box, 6 to 8 people could bring it home and have that. And he did that for thousands of people, she said. When some families didn't have rides to the building to pick up food, he bought cars for them, according to Garcia. He bought 5 people cars, just handed him the keys, and it was theirs, she said. And in that area, I know personally there's a lot of families that were walking their kids in the winter. In a letter she wrote to the judge ahead of sentencing, she said that NBA YoungBoy is the happiest when he is serving others, making them feel seen and loved. Despite his past, Garcia believes that he's learning and growing just like all the rest of us are. NBA YoungBoy said, I let my situation get the best of me to the judge before the sentence, and I take full responsibility. He apologized to the court, his family, and his wife, admitting to not seeking the support he needed during confinement. The sentence imposed by Nielsen, in line with the recommendations from the bargain, was 23 months of incarceration and 5 years probation. We don't know each other, he told Gaulden, but he said that input from the parties makes it clear that the pre-sentence report doesn't paint a complete picture of him. The violent charges when he was young, while important in the judge's consideration, were taken with a grain of salt. The man who is sitting here before me is not the same man, Nielsen said, and can chart a different path. The judge said he didn't see a proclivity for violence in recent years in hopes that Gaulden will get to a place where he can make decisions that are totally unfettered by substances. He's going to have to walk the straight and narrow, according to Nielsen, completing court-ordered substance abuse treatment and mental health evaluations. The judge admitted the sentencing could be somewhat disparate with someone with the same criminal history, but he believes it's appropriate for the situation. The ordered term is the longest Kentrell Gaulden has ever been incarcerated, and the judge went on to say that he thought that was enough. NBA YoungBoy's godmother, Kyrie Oliver, also took to her Instagram story, and she said, a lot of you know I testified in Baton Rouge to help Kentrell get on house arrest back in October of 2021. I was asked to write a letter to the judge today for his sentencing on Trell's character. I am sharing it here because I want some of the good he does to be out there. He absolutely never wants recognition for those things, but just as I would do for my other boys, I'll do for him. He has a good heart and is more than what is put out there. Famous people are humans, so please treat them like it. She went on to say, Dear Judge, who the world sees is NBA YoungBoy, an entertainer, a performer, an artist who has set the bar very high in his industry. Who I would like for you to see is the human being that sits in front of you, Kentrell Gaulden, who I call Trell. I met Kentrell when he was an 11-year-old kid growing up in Baton Rouge, well before the fame and notoriety. The individual I have gotten to know is a hardworking young man that lights up when he gets the opportunity to help people and make them feel cared for, no matter how big or small the gesture is. I have personally been a part of him putting together last-minute events to make someone feel seen, loved, and special. Last November, he provided thousands of meals to inner-city families in Ogden. This community is very special to him because as a kid, he was involved involved at the Boys and Girls Club in Ogden and became closely connected to know the kids. While we were there giving out the meals, the director of the club informed us there were families in need of meals, but they were unable to come pick them up due to a lack of transportation. Kentrell immediately went into problem-solving mode without hesitation. What started out as ordering Ubers for families in need turned into him purchasing vehicles, which changed the lives of multiple different families. When he made this selfless decision, he wanted me to present these gifts because he didn't want to make a big deal of it. People need to know the good he does. Everyone always focuses on the negative aspects. He doesn't give back and do kind gestures to be recognized. He does it because he believes in providing people with the life-changing opportunities and doing what's right. I truly believe he is the happiest when he is serving others, making them feel seen and loved. Kentrell has a pure heart, a kind heart, and he is a good person that deserves compassion. I understand Kentrell has made mistakes and there are consequences for his actions, but he is human. He has been paying for those mistakes for the past 3 years. Sincerely, Kentrell's godmother, Kyrie. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below, you guys, and let me know what y'all think about the entire situation. And with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video. Because NBA YoungBoy's biological mom, Sherhonda Gaulden, was definitely not feeling what his godmother, Kyrie, had to say about him to that news article, y'all. And as soon as she read it, y'all got to know she got on her Instagram story, and this is what she had to say. She posted a laughing emoji and said, "Where was I when other people was raising my kids? It's two sides to every story. Don't make me humble, yo, ASS. And Miss Sherhonda, I'm here to say, come humble us, girl. Let us know, because you know the word on the curb is you was not there, and that his grandma raised him, and that he, like the article said, been raising himself independently since 16. And I remember a long time ago you was coming to the internet, you was saying that he was in the club even younger than that. I'm just asking for a friend. Where was you at when he was in the club? Because one thing I've been learning lately is that the generation before us does not want to accept accountability for their whereabouts when they was not raising their kids and dropping us off to whoever would keep us while you could go be hot in the street. Now, I don't make the news now, I just report it. To be honest, y'all, I can see both sides of the fence, because NBA YoungBoy spent time away in a different family dynamic in Utah, having the best time of his life, and when he got back home in Louisiana, he didn't have nothing to face but poverty. And now his mama, she rich, she got everything she ever wanted in life, but she knows she didn't get it at the expense of herself. She got it at the expense of her son, who she was barely even there for. So now that she is here and she being here for her grandkids, it hurts her to look back and know that she probably didn't play a huge part in her son's story as she would have hoped to. But it does take a village to raise children, so that might have just been where Mrs. Garcia came in at, and I just don't feel like that should be something Miss Sherhonda should be upset about. Because unless you're gonna come humble us and prove NBA YoungBoy to be a liar all these years later, I think that we should just move along to the next part of the video. Now, I know some NBA YoungBoy fans and supporters have noticed that his name has not been trending as hard as it used to since he has been going through his legal proceedings. It's really died down a lot since 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, you guys. Around 2022, when he got put on house arrest in Utah, that's really when a lot of stuff got shut down. And I think that they were trying to quiet a lot of the internet talk and speculation and gossip and stuff, calm all that down, just based off the simple fact that they were trying to paint him in a good light so that he could get lesser time than the time that he was actually facing. Because wasn't they talking about like 66 years or some crazy stuff like that? Because they was trying to lock him down. If you know, you know. Because I'm telling you, NBA YoungBoy, his sister wives, his baby mamas, the whole goddamn cult was quiet. But apparently it worked, y'all, because according to these social media streets, when they started reporting on the news, such as he had been sentenced to 23 months in prison and he will also serve 60 months of probation, his music producer, if I'm not mistaken, Alex Jr., had came and commented and said that he would see NBA YoungBoy the first quarter of 2025, my boy. And that runs from January 1st, 2025 to March 31st, 2025. So y'all mean to say he finna get out early on time served? If that is the case, I am so very happy for him, because I have been waiting forever for him to go back on tour, y'all, so he can get back out into these social media streets so we can get it back popping. And with that being being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the video, which is NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama, Hailey, who is the mother of NBA YoungBoy's alleged 12th child. And look, y'all, I know if I'm the news reporter and I'm confused about the lineup, y'all got to be confused. So before we get into the tea, I have to run down who is who and what is what. I also want to include this small little disclaimer that KL Marie threw off the baby mama count. She might have been pregnant, y'all, but she never gave birth to no baby. She lied. It was all a lie. She fabricated the whole thing, and that is why she will forever be known as NBA YoungBoy's fake baby mama, KL Marie. And she has moved on from this circus and had her own real baby with her own real man, and we are gonna leave it at that. NBA YoungBoy's family tree that stems immediately just from him consists of his baby mothers in this order. We first have Nisha, you guys, who is the mother of NBA YoungBoy's first son, Caden, as well as his first daughter, Armani. Next up, we have Nia, you guys, who is the mother of NBA YoungBoy's second son, Taylor. And YB's third baby mama is Star, you guys, who is the mother of his son, K3. And this is when I came into the game, was around the time NBA YoungBoy got with his fourth baby mama, Jania Michelle, before she had their son, NBA YoungBoy's fourth son, Casey. And then we have NBA YoungBoy's fifth baby mama, Drea, you guys, who is the mother of NBA YoungBoy's second daughter, Cody. Next up, you guys, we have NBA YoungBoy's sixth baby mama, Ayana Mayweather, aka Money Yaya, who is the mother of NBA YoungBoy's fifth son, Kentrell Jr. Next up, we have NBA YoungBoy's seventh baby mama, Arcola, who is the mother to his sixth son, KL. Next up, we have NBA YoungBoy's eighth baby mama and his wife, Jaslyn Michelle, who is the mother to his seventh son, Clemenza, as well as his third daughter, Love Alice Gaulden, who also took the name that KL Marie's baby was supposed to have, and I'm sorry I couldn't fail to mention it, y'all. Next up, we have NBA YoungBoy's ninth baby mama, Drew Valentina, you guys, who is the mother to his eighth son, Baby G. And last but not least, we have NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama, Hailey, who is the mother to the newest addition to the family, his fourth daughter, Kyrie, you guys, who is also NBA YoungBoy's 12th and last child as far as the public knows. And that completes NBA YoungBoy's family tree. So now that we know who all of NBA YoungBoy's baby mamas are, you guys, from 1 through 10, I wanted to come back and let you guys know that NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama is upset because she has not been receiving her recognition due. Baby mama number 10 is mad because her social media is not popping like all the other baby mamas that came before her. Granted, she said that she was not the one to leak her daughter Kyrie to the blogs such as Say Cheese TV in the Shade Room. However, since the cat is now out the bag that she is NBA YoungBoy's alleged 10th baby mama and has his last child and his fourth daughter, and how everything worked out well for her because what she went through behind closed doors while she was reminiscing on her favorite memories from this past year, and how she had to cry a lot of tears because of the situations that she put herself in and a lot of foul-ish that was done to her and said to her behind closed doors, but nothing will ever outweigh the feelings and love she has for her baby girl, who she also wanted to emphasize on Twitter was born September 12th of 2023, where she said, LOL, let's fact check. My daughter was born September 12th, 2023. I went full term, 10 months. Do the math, meaning I was already pregnant before Drew Valentina. LOL, okay, bye, y'all. Now, she didn't put that in there, y'all, but when you do the math, that's what she was saying, throwing shots at Drew Valentina because she had her baby before Hailey could have Kyrie. Public knowledge and NBA YoungBoy's fans and supporters think that Hailey is his 10th baby mama. However, Hailey would like for everyone to know that she's technically his 9th baby mama instead of Drew Valentina, and we're going to break it down real quick. People believe that Drew Valentina was NBA YoungBoy's 9th baby mama and that she had had his 10th child in April of 2023. However, Hailey, the mother of Kyrie Gaulden, gave birth on September 12th of 2023, but was already pregnant before Drew Valentina even conceived her child. Hailey was pregnant for a full 10 months, meaning her pregnancy started around November or early December of 2022. This places Hailey's pregnancy before Drew Valentina even conceived her child, which likely would have happened around July of 2022 since pregnancies last about 9 months. Drew gave birth in April of 2023. This means Drew's pregnancy started around July or August of 2022 after Hailey was already pregnant. So what this means is Hailey was actually pregnant before Drew Valentina, even though Hailey gave birth after Drew. So Hailey should technically be considered NBA YoungBoy's 9th baby mama instead of Drew Valentina, but who the hell really cares? But Hailey cares. So Hailey wanted us all to know that she got pregnant before Drew, but because she carried her baby longer, Drew gave birth first. This means Hailey is actually the 9th baby mama and Drew is the 10th baby mama, even though their kids were born in reverse order. Hailey also wanted us to know, you guys, that she despises being called a baby mama.
I don't like to hear nobody be like baby mama. I don't like that. Like when my dad said to my mom, put my baby mama, I don't like that. I don't know, it's ghetto. My baby is my twin. She just got this of him, like this place. And maybe his lips, but my baby my twin, y'all.
Hailey was also asked on the live, you guys, if she had NBA YoungBoy's name tattooed, and this is what she said.
Stop playing. No, I don't have. The only person name I got tattooed on is I'm lying. I got my daughter and somebody else's name, but it ain't. I don't play like that. That ain't my cup of tea. And I stop being innocent. I just got my daughter name. But then be hurt when you move on. It's be hurt when you move on. That's all I have to say. It's life. Life happens. It's given he want everything to be about him. Hey, that's when I fall out with everybody. When it comes to my child, I don't care who you is. I will fall out with her dad about her. And that's just what it is. I don't know nobody that ever feel like they more important than my daughter. Hmm? Like, is you cool? Be hurt. I don't care what they do. Cause when y'all hurt my feelings,
I don't know, y'all. I just feel like that she want her 15 minutes, y'all. She need the followers to account for the fact that she is NBA YoungBoy's 9th baby mama. Because to not want to be called a baby mama, but get online acting like a baby mama after you allegedly been knowing this man since kindergarten and still turned around and slept with him knowing he had a whole wife and kids and a harem of other baby mamas and don't want to be called a baby mama. I'm just trying to understand, what do you want to be? A sister wife? An NBA YoungBoy fan and supporter said, well, what do you want to be called then? Quote unquote home wrecker? Better for you, ma'am. Hailey responded and said, never been a home wrecker. Another comment read, she has no shame, got no respect for her. You had that baby when he was married. No matter the loving thing that man told you, you had the chance to walk away, but you knew and still got pregnant. So for that, you are a baby mama. Hailey responded and said, LOL, how old are you before I even get on your ASS? Someone else responded, old enough to know not to sleep with a married man, that's for sure. And what it's really giving me is like, girl, you're not the girlfriend or the wife. So what are you?
then when I found out I was pregnant, it was 2 weeks before my birthday. I could have. I was praying. I was so happy. Let me shut up. I was happy, y'all. I did want kids. I wanted kids. I was like stuck in between the two. Like I was nervous, but a nervous happy, if that makes sense. Like
Y'all, the girl got to be living in her own fantasy land or something at this point, y'all, because she really had the nerve to say on her live that her daughter looks so much like KJ, y'all, and she really could pass to be both they mamas instead of Money Yaya.
I wanted a boy so bad though. I feel like she favored one of her brothers more. I don't want to say the kid name because I don't want nothing I say to get twisted up, but she favored one of her brothers the most, and y'all know which brother I'm talking about. And him, like, if you put them together, you'll think they the same mom, same dad.
And she also let it be known that her boyfriend that she was dating at the time that she got pregnant by YB left her alone after they found out that she was pregnant for YB and not for her boyfriend, y'all.
My man broke up. My man broke up with me. I'm just going through it. I'm gonna put out stepdad applications. No bull. Because somebody on here is supposed to be a stepdad, but I don't know. Send me the stepdad.
So by the time all of this happened, you guys, all the tea pages and blog pages on the internet, of course, was reposting this information because they love when NBA YoungBoy's baby mamas come out and say certain things, especially about his private life that the public really never knew. A blog page on social media that goes by the name of We Gon' Tell It that frequently posts YB news concerning his baby mamas had this to say about NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama, Hailey.
Hey friends. So y'all, NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mother was on live telling people she don't like being called a baby mother. Y'all heard exactly what I said. His 10th baby mother says she does not like being called a baby mother. We definitely listen and we don't judge. There's always different strokes for different folks. Not everybody likes the same thing. Some people okay with doing poly. You literally have to just take your hat off to him because he was able to convince 10 different women to have his child. Then the glorious thing about most of his women, they all be sitting in the house together. You think I'm playing? You think I'm lying? Go watch his music videos. You'll see like 3 of them just sitting together.
I got off that shit now.
They love each other. Different strokes for different folks. We listen and we don't judge. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
And let me tell y'all, NBA YoungBoy's 10th baby mama, 9th baby mama, Hailey, she was not feeling that. She came immediately back to her Instagram story, and this is what she had to say to We Gon' Tell It. Good morning. When I start suing for defamation of character, I want y'all to understand it's all business, nothing personal, just like when y'all post me on y'all BSASS blog. She went on to say to We Gon' Tell It, you want it to be funny, so let's be it, twin. Girl, you look like something only a mother can love, but got the nerve to get on here and comment on me. I said, WTF I said, and while you so busy worried about me, at least look decent while doing it. Now come let me flex that stiff ASS wig you got on and tagged We Gon' Tell It. I seen the information before I even knew what had happened, and I said that you cannot sue a blog page for calling you a baby mama when that's exactly what you are. The baby's mama, the 10th one to be exact. You're not the wife or the girlfriend, so don't get a countersuit, because girl, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches. Here's some brand new Gucci low, some Gucci walking. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk.